Okay, so we're back with part 5, and I must apologise for the last video. I know when I looked back at it, it did seem a bit rushed, but my husband was wanting me to help him with something, and I wanted to just fit that in, and I sort of felt rushed. So anyway, apologies for that. So I finished the pocket, got everything stuck down, and what I want to do now, I've decided what I'm going to do with the edging. Originally, I'd chosen this. I'll pull this down a little bit. I'd chosen this, and it was going to go, this was of course before I'd decorated the pocket, and as you can see, it's going to cover this button, and I don't want to do that. So what I did after that was, where have I put it? I've tidied my desk up this morning, but it can soon get in a mess, can't it? So I cut the lace down for it to go across, and that would have been okay, except when I put this on, I just felt that it didn't show enough of that lace. I didn't like it. So because this is the front, and it's, you know, it's not sort of all in one, I decided in the end to put the lace down just on the back of the book, back and middle page, and I thought that would be okay. But I will still take this straight across, because I'm going to do something with this. We need a bit of a focal point there, so that will work out fine. So that's what I'm going to do across there. But before I do any of that, I've got to do the spine, and I want to do finish these edges off. And what I've done for the spine, I've just quickly, very lightly tea-dyed this. If you remember, I did think about putting it across the top. I'll just show you the difference. It is very slight, but you can see that one, well, I hope you can, but that looks very, it's sort of an off-white, whereas that's just that little bit darker. It's just toned it down a little bit for me. So that's got to go on there. And also, to finish these edges, I didn't want anything really bulky, so I'd settled on my old faithful again, this one, and I think I'm just going to put that down the edge there and down this edge here, and I think that will just finish that off nicely. And I'm still keeping the vintage lace showing here, but that just finishes it off nicely. It neatens it, and you know me, I like things neat, so that's what we'll do next. I've got to do this first because obviously I want this to go underneath these top laces, and then that will have to go on. And I want something for the bottom, although I've evened it all up. Oh, you can't see, can you? That wants to go on there, and then I want something for the bottom here. You see, and I'll have to decide on that, but that's something different. Right, so I'm going to start with this. I've got a bit more time now, so we can do this together. So I'm going to turn this round like this. That's up there. I think I'm in frame, and I think I might use Fabri-Tac. It's getting near to the bottom. And I put some acetone in. So that's, you know, if you want to thin it, put acetone in. Don't put nail polish remover in. It just needs to be pure acetone. And what I do, I tighten the top and I stand the bottle upside down when I put the acetone, because you can't stir it in and you can't keep shaking it. It seems to rest on the top and you'll just get it running out. But if you tighten that up and put your bottle upside down, just put it in a container and it will mix it so that the acetone mixes all the way through, and then you'll get a nice runny consistency again. And you have to do that several times. You know, just doing it once doesn't cure it. I mean, it'll last you for quite a while, and then as the glue starts going down, you'll need to do it again. But you know, you can tell because it starts thickening up. So I'm going to use this Fabri-Tac for this because it's a little bit quicker for drying. And it does give you a bit of time to manoeuvre a little bit. So now, do I want that white on the outside or the inside? Let me just have a look. Oh, I'll go with it on the outside, I think. So put that there. There we go. I did intend sticking the pocket down with you actually, but that is a little bit time consuming, and I know it can be a bit boring, but that's what I intended doing, but didn't get around to doing that. So I'll cut that off there, and I'm happy with that. It's just finished that edge off, and when that's dry I'll just neaten that off. So we'll do the other side now. Get all these out of the way. So I'm coming right down to the edge because that's where the lace edging, and I want it to look as if it's part of that. Which way around did I go? White to the outside. Yeah. Okay. That's stuck to me. Hope everybody's keeping well and safe with all this that's going on. It's quite frightening, really. But there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to go with it and just be as cautious as we possibly can be. I know we've not been out of the house for, I think this is 5 weeks now. But if it keeps us and everybody else safe, it's worth it. It's funny, I don't go out very much anyway. I can't these days, but and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm quite happy to be at home doing my crafting or whatever I want to do. But because I know I can't go out, you know, it starts to make you feel a bit trapped. But I'm not on my own. Lots of people the same. And I noticed Prince Charles has been on this morning. He had a very mild attack of it, and he gave quite a nice speech. I'm not really a royalist, but I do like Charles, I must admit. Okay, so we've got that done. And as I say, I'll just trim that off better when it's dry. So The next, I'm just going to lift this up a minute just to get this. That's better. Frame, yeah. So really, that's the next thing I want to do, isn't it? So let's just fold this over and just check to see. It's not on there. See what we think about that. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, I think now then, I'm just thinking some buttons would be nice on there, wouldn't they? Yeah, they would. Right, let's put that to one side and I'll just get my buttons and see what we've got. Now I've got, these are modern ones, and then I've got these that lots of you gifted to me. And if you remember, it was full to the top, so I do use them. And I'm just wondering whether... Let me just look at these ones in here. What have we got? I don't want those yet. Oh, I loved those buttons, but I can't find any more. Don't think that belongs in there either. Just see what I think. What else have we got? Right, I don't want them too near the ends, because you see where they go now. So that goes up there. What do we think? I like the colours actually with those. With these there. Don't particularly want to get them all over the desk. This one. No, I'm going to stick with what I got out at first. I think that will be quite like those. Just no. That's more that size. If I could get another one. That's the same one, is it? Yeah, well, that's it. You know, if I wasn't videoing, I could be at this all day deciding but I'm going to be a bit quicker. I sometimes think when you decide over one little thing, which I very often do, and then when you look back you think, why ever did I spend time on just that little tiny detail? But that's just me now then. I want to sew those on there. So, do you want to watch me do that, or shall I do it off camera? Because I can't put that edging on until I've done that. What do we think? I think I'll switch the camera off and I'll sew those on, and I'm going to put this on as well across there. It's that piece, and I'll put that across there as well, and then that will, oh, and then I've got, oh, we'll just do that now. I need something to go across there. But what? I don't think that edging is. No. Oh, hang on a minute. Just see what this is like. This is really vintage. Oh, that just fits nicely across there. Yep. Yep, that'll go nicely across there. And cut that off there. Where do I want it, there or there? To go across there. Yes, so that's what I'll do. I'll switch the camera off while I've sewn the buttons, and then I'll stick these on and glue them on, and then I think that will be done for now. And we'll go on to the pocket page. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.